It is a humanitarian catastrophe, and it must end. We've put millions of pounds of aid into Gaza. We've announced an extra 40 million this year. But that help is not getting in. So we're scaling up our work. We are accelerating efforts to evacuate children from Gaza who need critical medical assistance, bringing them to the UK for specialist medical treatment.
Plans to bring more Gazan children to the UK for treatment.
Well, it's all well and good saying let's bring Gazan children to Britain for treatment, but does that mean that we end up then with big family reunions, or does it mean that we treat children and send them back to Gaza? I've not seen the full details of this, but very, very often you can do this as a way of opening the door.
So in principle, yes, but not necessarily.
Well, I would worry hugely if we allowed Gazan adults to come into Britain in any sort of numbers, given just how strong the association is.
But I want to give
You're very disappointed with Nigel Farage.
No, I'm not disappointed with Nigel. I'm disappointed in the situation he's found himself in, which I think is a result of this ongoing duopoly. And I want to make very clear tonight that what we have witnessed in the last few weeks, and actually today especially, this key moment in the electoral cycle, when we are supposed to be sending forth candidates to meet a deadline and say they're standing in this constituency, there has been an operation coming out of CCHQ, coming out of 10 Downing Street. What is under the Tory tree this Christmas? Is it a peerage? Is it penance? Have you been naughty or have you been nice? They have been interfering in our selection of candidates, our placing of candidates. They've been incentivising people to step down. It has been interference on an industrial scale. They have been acting like feudal overlords, frankly. They think that suffrage
is to recognise the immense contributions Muslims have made and continue to make to British society. I want to thank the Muslim Women's Network UK for leading on this important work. Muslims have been a part of Britain for centuries, from the early sailors and traders of Assam, Bengal and Yemen, to the growing port cities communities of East London, Liverpool and South Shields in the early 20th century. In both world wars, thousands of brave volunteers from pre-partition India, the Middle East and North Africa fought and died for Britain, for our freedom. After the Second World War, many former soldiers answered the call to help rebuild the nation. This month's theme, The Ties That Unite Us, captures it perfectly. Just as Muslims have contributed to our shared history, they will continue to shape our shared future, educating children,